The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Going right back to Akers. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Parsons. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's a quarterback sneak. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. That one caught out wide by Julio. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That grab another career milestone for 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. 2nd and 5 now. Block. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here's Locke to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald with a sack. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake. Parsons can't get away, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On 1st and 10, Parsons. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of that. Didn't happen. Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders. For a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Block. This is the tight end Fant. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. Going right back to Fant. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. The Seahawks at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great...
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Parsons. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Off play action. Parsons. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quad. He will be taken down, but there is a penalty marker on the field, and it's in the backfield. A gain of 6. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw on 2nd down. Parsons looking underneath. He's got Akers. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A give up the middle to Akers. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Parsons. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tutu Atwell. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Prater for the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there, and now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
On 2nd and 10, Locke going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that.
Now Locke, he lost the football in town. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Now Prater to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Rams 14, Seahawks 7.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But no kneeling for...
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been...
Throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yeah, yikes. Terrible. The sidelines.
The Rams take over first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Those are the kicks that you worry you might have to confront again in the end. You had a chance to go up by 2 scores here in the third quarter, but your kicker can't convert.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Locks throw into the hands of Fant. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. Again, it's Locke. Steps away to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now a run up the middle with Drake. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
They'll run. It's Drake. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Throwing on first down is Locke. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Quickly out wide to Eskridge. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Locke, gotta have this one. He's got his tight end fan. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Here's Walker, and that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise the pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And they'll accept that penalty. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. On the give, this is Akers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run here with Akers. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to lead fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Lock to throw. Gets this to Fant. And some room to maneuver. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Locke. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Straight ahead, Walker. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Walker now on 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Thinking.
A chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially